There are 7.6 billion people on Earth, including you. What does that imply, though? How can those 10 digits accurately represent our species size? Can we really comprehend our impact? At the moment, a variety of statistics, such as the number of cars on the road at once or the number of emails sent each day, are taken into consideration to better comprehend our presence on Earth. However, perhaps removing all of that would reveal more. Consider the following scenarios in the event that all humans suddenly vanish from the planet. Chaos erupts as soon as humans leave Earth. Without drivers, automobiles, trains, and planes would collide, derail, and fall from the sky. Worldwide widespread blackouts would begin within the first hour. When their fuel ran out, coal-fired power plants would fail, while wind and water fuel frameworks would likewise close down without human oversight. Computers would shut down nuclear reactors on their own the following day to prevent disaster. Nuclear crises would at least be avoided for a short period of time, but the world would be completely powerless. Because it needs to be worn every 3 days, London's Big Ben rings for the last time on day 3. Huge Ben would sound over roads presently populated with meandering creatures. Thousands of animals from zoos and pets would have to escape or die of starvation. Nuclear power plant security measures would finally fail within 10 days, causing a chain of explosions and the release of harmful radiation around the world. Wildlife would perish in affected areas, but other species would thrive elsewhere. Domesticated livestock and cattle would migrate to the Great Plains of North America, where they could freely graze. Supermarkets would be infested with mice and rats, and pets would become feral in an effort to survive. Within a few years, the cities we know so well today would look like natural theme parks that have been converted. The urban sprawl will be covered in vegetation after the nuclear radiation has subsided. The streets would be covered in moss, and trees and flowers would ascend and follow abandoned towers. The exploration satellites we sent up would return to Earth in 30 years without anyone to collect their data. Homes and high-rises will have spoiled or fallen. In some coastal areas, the sea will have reclaimed entire cities, and sunk or grounded ships will serve as the foundation for new coral reefs. The Earth's temperature would rise another 0.6 degrees Celsius, 1.1 degrees Fahrenheit, for another 40 years despite our absence. But the environment would still be greatly improved. After decades of overfishing, marine life would have nearly recovered and be flourishing by the year 60. Urban environments would be returned to their natural state before humans existed in 150 years. London would return to swampland. Additionally, building skeletons would emerge from layer upon layer of ice and snow in northern cities like Vancouver. Las Vegas may appear to be a massive sand castle. Carbon dioxide will have been eliminated from the atmosphere by vegetation that has thrived without humans in 230 years. The eastern half of North America will have been reclaimed by vast forests, and the only evidence of our existence will be scraps of steel and plastic. Beautiful landmarks would slowly fall into disrepair. The world's forests would be at their healthiest in 10,000 years, 500 years after humans vanished. The normal world will have prevailed with regards to deleting the vast majority of the last hints of human life. Of course, even after 25,000 years, some of our plastic objects and everything we left behind from previous moon missions might still be found. Consider it this way: if you've ever wondered what it's like to be one of the 7.6 billion people on this planet, it would require over 25,000 years to conceal the way that we were ever here. Our dominance of the land is enormous and amazing. We shouldn't take our planet for granted, even if we don't disappear into thin air. How will you contribute to the improvement of our world?